if you don't know by now, handheld consoles have been becoming more and more of a thing as the years went on. And it's been more and more in the news, whether it's for a good reason or a bad reason. For instance, the Nintendo Switch has been a very great handheld console for a very long time, and it was super innovative because you could literally plug it to play into the TV, or you could take it out and play wherever you want. That was innovative. They did a great thing with the Nintendo Switch, and I'll give them their props all day, even though I do mainly play PlayStation and Xbox. I can even say for PlayStation, they were doing their thing with the handheld consoles back in like early 2000s, early 2010s, and they had gotten a lot of people really hyped up for this PlayStation Portal, thinking it would be, just like how the PSP was back in the day, or even like a Nintendo Switch. But it ended up being just a device that you have to pretty much connect to the internet and play from your home console. So a lot of people were really disappointed with that. So to my surprise, I log on to see my game news for the day, and I see that now Xbox is in the works of creating a handheld console. And there has been a lot of mixed things that people have been saying about it, but we will get to that, later in the video after I fill you guys in. But as far as Xbox, it seems as though they have been trying to do so many things to put their name back on, the charts, because a lot of people have not really been talking about them lately. They did do that thing where you could sign into Xbox Game Pass anywhere, you could pretty much play wherever, like just on your TV or on the PC, stuff like that. So personally, I think that was a pretty good thing, but now they are talking about the handheld console. Microsoft gaming boss Phil Spencer has confirmed the company's plan to release an Xbox handheld, but he stressed that it's years in the future. In an interview with Bloomberg, Spencer said the expectation is that we would do something in the handheld game devices category, but such a device is a few years out. Microsoft Spencer said he's currently working on prototypes and considering what it might do, with its team developing its vision for a handheld based on what it learns from looking at the market. And I actually have something to say about that. That's actually funny because a lot of people are saying that they're waiting for the Nintendo Switch 2 to drop to see what they do and then copy it. Now, I don't know, but I just found that really funny. In the shorter term, Microsoft will focus on improving the Xbox app so it works better on existing handheld gaming devices. Spencer also added, longer term, I love us building devices, and I think our team could do some real innovative work, but we want to be informed by learning about what's happening now. So again, they're going to be looking at what other people do and probably just quote unquote building off of that and seeing what sticks with other people. So basically they don't waste their resources making something and then it doesn't work. And that's a big thing in the gaming industry nowadays. Everybody's scared of taking that next step, being innovative, and seeing what sticks for themselves. Why? All they care about is the money a lot of times. Spencer says that the work the team is doing around different form factors, different ways to play, I'm incredibly excited about. Before we continue to what else Phil had to say about this Xbox game console, make sure to like and subscribe to keep up with all the gaming news, reviews, and analysis. And I now do weekly game news lives, so everybody could come in there and chat with me. I give more opinions on there, more harsh opinions I should say, and I listen to what everybody else has to say as well. So we're all just giving opinions over there. It's just a great time. This is Monday at 12 p.m. CT. Be there or be square. So something that Phil Spencer said during the Xbox showcase is that today was about the games, but we will have time to come out and talk more about the platform, and we can't wait to bring it to you. In an interview with Polygon in March, Spencer listed various features that would make this handheld console feel like an Xbox, including having access to all your gaming save files. What should we build that will find new players, he said at the time, that will allow people to play at times when they couldn't go play in the past. And I think that's a big one, like being able to sync this handheld device also with your home console. I think that'd be really huge. And also too, not having to buy two separate games for them each. If they're coming out on both, like you shouldn't have to pay for both, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been so many times where I wanted to play, for instance, Call of Duty, like just on a PC. Like why should I have to buy them twice if I already have it on one? So Xbox has hinted at a new hardware in the near future-ish, with Microsoft announcing a multi-year roadmap in February that includes a next-generation Xbox console. Now they say this basically includes is delivering the largest technical leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation, which makes it better for players and better for creators and the visions they're building, which every console promises that, so we'll have to see what actually comes of it. The mid-gen upgrade Xbox Series X, codenamed Brooklyn, is supposedly more compact than the original mode and lacks a disk drive with 2 terabytes of internal storage and 16 gigabytes of RAM. In contrast, the Xbox Series X, codenamed Elwood, will include 10 gigabytes of RAM. However, pricing for these rumored consoles will remain the same, which is really good to hear because PlayStation has been on a new one lately, coming out with the $700 PlayStation Pro. According to one leaked document, Microsoft planned to release a next generation Xbox console in 2028, which pretty much lines up. I mean, we got the Xbox Series X and S in 2020, so new consoles usually come out between every 7 to 10 years ish, I would say. Microsoft has clarified that it wants its games to be experienced across various devices, such as streaming sticks. Yet, the court documents leaked also revealed that Xbox was exploring concepts for a few different devices, from a one-handed controller, and most interesting of all, a handheld device. Though whether it's a device focused on more cloud gaming akin to the Logitech G Cloud or something more of a handheld gaming PC like the Stream Deck or the Rogue Ally, it's not entirely clear. Honestly, I think if Microsoft does come out with their own handheld thing, I feel like it would be more of like a Stream Deck because they are Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft is known for their computers. I wouldn't even say they're known for Xbox, to be honest. I think the world in general just knows them as, Microsoft, like being on computers and stuff like that. So it'd be pretty interesting if they were going to come here and compete with the Steam Deck, which is already pretty big. They already have made a name for themselves and everybody loves them. But it's funny because actually a lot of people don't want Xbox to make this new console. And I find it interesting because a lot of people have been begging PlayStation to come out with a handheld console, but they don't want to see Xbox do it. But like I said earlier, PlayStation kind of is already established in the handheld community just from the PSP. The PS Vita kind of fell off, but the PSP was legendary in itself. But I think it's still a form of the console wars. And a lot of people say they think the console wars is over, but personally, I don't think so. I think it's always going to continue as long as both companies are up. There's definitely going to be a specific console that won like a specific generation, but I think it's healthy to have some sort of rivalry. Personally, I think that it brings out the company's best foot forward. They have somebody to compete with. If it was just them by themselves, I'm sure they'll just pull out like lackluster stuff. Everyone knows I'm a hardcore PlayStation lover, but I can be the first to admit that I don't think the PS5 is their best generation at all. Do I think Xbox is doing better right now? Not necessarily, but I do think they are trying to be very innovative right now with being able to play, the Xbox Game Pass on multiple devices like your TV or like a Fire Stick or something like that. I do think that's really cool because you just have to pretty much buy a controller and Game Pass, and you'll be able to play on just like a ton of different devices. But another thing that a lot of people like to talk about with Xbox is that they lack quality exclusives. So that could just be another reason they don't really care to see a handheld from Xbox, because like they want to be able to play other games on there, not just Xbox games. Personally, I was a bit impressed by their latest showcase. I know a lot of people weren't, but that was just my opinion. Phil Spencer wants to start like utilizing China to help produce the games because it's a lot cheaper there. And I guess their other studios aren't doing as well. I mean, I could definitely see how it's cheaper to go overseas rather than, doing it in LA, because LA is expensive, or the LA area, California area. But I don't know. But a lot of people seem to have a lot of opinions about that. But I don't know if outsourcing is the way to go. Maybe they're just kind of digging themselves in a hole. I don't think people should just hate on a console just because they think another one's better. I think we should just embrace all consoles because we're all gamers and they're all games. I think we should acknowledge if Xbox is doing something great, and I think we should acknowledge if PlayStation is doing something great, because they're all just games. It's not that serious. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Pause for now, play forever. AK out.